YouTube? Once again, it's your boy G Hollywood coming at you with another edition of the one and only Ferguson Chronicle, where we bring it live from the day room, to the streets, to the living room. Today is a little bit different. Today we're going to talk about Cellies. Yeah, Cellie Stories. I want to tell you about the time my brand new Cellie by the name of Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson was a new inmate on the ranch, man. He had a lot of time. He had a lot of time to do it. Didn't even know how he was going to do it. Didn't even know how he was going to do it. Just started out, fresh 65-year sentence. And we already know young dudes coming into the prison, man, they used to one thing. And guess what that is? Fucking. But with me, I've been in prison for so long, man, that you get it like you live. And what I mean, get it like you live, you either get it out of the blue magic jar or you get it from the CO. So like I said, AJ came to the system brand new, man. Didn't even know how to walk and chew bubble gum, but at the same time, he wanted to put some work in. Yeah, he wanted to put some work in, but didn't know how to go about doing it. Oh, he was seeing them every day up and down that hallway. And for those that's listening, y'all already know what unit I was on. Paradise. I was on Paradise twice. Ferguson Unit and Beto 1. The Ferguson Unit was filled so much with women that was in the game that if you knew what you was doing, you never had to jack off the day you was there. So anyway, like I said, man, AJ wanted to put some work in. We only had one problem. You can't put no work in with the commissary. You can't put no work in with commissary. He didn't know how to hustle. Just not getting there. But he wanted that P. So anyway, time went on, man. This is the thing AJ had to learn. He had to learn politics of prison. And what I mean by politics of prison, man, you had to put yourself in a position to where you have to be able to hustle. Because if you can hustle, it's like anything else. You can eat and do something else too. And like I say, here I am in a position on the unit because I've been here for so long that in which what AJ wanted, it was already happening for me. Yeah, it was already happening. One solid $100 bill can get you 30 minutes worth of work. 30 minutes worth of work. No blue magic grease. No discount from right here. It's just straight one-on-one. But you got to be careful because you can't pick and choose as if you was in the street. You have to get whatever come through. And I know some of y'all be like, damn, OG Wool in there putting in work the same way as if a man was in the free world. The answer to that is yeah. But once again, it's not about me. It's about me trying to help AJ. It's all AJ would talk about when we go to field, when we come back in, when we wake up in the morning, when we go to chow. I asked him one day, I said, man, what kind of case you got? What kind of case you got, man? Oh, I got a dope case. I got a dope case. I got a dope case. So I made one assessment of AJ. Well, you a trick. You a trick. But now you ain't got nothing to trick with. Because you're in a position and you got money on the book, you ain't broke. But you're in a position to where you don't even know how to go about getting no pussy. Can't ask for it. And you can't get no commissary for it. So guess what that means? You gotta sit back and wait your turn. Or either come through me. Gotta come through me, man. Yeah, you gotta come through me. So anyway, man, back to the story at hand. So for about 4 or 5 months, man, you know, AJ was getting his visits, stacking his money up, doing what he needed to do to get put in position to put some work in, right? So anyway, as time went on, man, AJ finally spotted him a target that he wanted to put some work in on. So I set it up. You know, I set it up in the way this goes, man. It has to be right. It has to be right. You got to have the right picket boss, and you got to time it just right. Because if not, your ass going to jail. You going to jail, she getting walked off. And I couldn't have that because that was going to be on my reputation. So anyway, I set it up for my boy, get him all tied into the situation. They run child to door. When they run child to door, that's when the play go down. So here I am, I'm standing on the run in front of the cell while he put the work in. But damn, I can't concentrate and watch the run because I'm trying to watch what's going on in the cell. You gotta remember, it's very seldom that you see it live in the front of you. You know, so, and not only that, man, he was fucking a white girl. So you already know how it is with niggas about fucking a white girl. Niggas is so intrigued, so fascinated by fucking a white girl. Guess what they can't do? They can't hold the expression once they start putting the work in. So now here I am on the run, watching both ends of the run while he behind me putting the work in. So I keep hearing this motherfucking moaning sound. I said, damn, that don't sound like her. But I'm trying not to disrespect him by turning around, you know, because they got the sheet up. You know, they got the sheet up, the cell door wide open, and the sheet is up. So, but I keep hearing this damn moaning sound. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on, man? Is this nigga putting in work on her, or is he putting work in on him? And I would like to think, if you paid $100 to put some work in, you got to be the one that putting the work in. But like I said, this is AJ's first time putting in work inside an institution. But like they say, the leopard on the spot never changes. It just changes areas and position. And in this case, both changes. Because Cellie was from the country. Never been to prison. First time. Don't even know what it like. The bang inside of the prison. But it's one thing he had to his advantage. He sold the dope in the world, so he had the money to get what he needed when he came to prison. He just had to be laced up. And God blessed him and put him in my cell. So it all worked out for him. So, but anyway, like I said, back to the story, man. AJ was first time in prison fucking a white girl. So I heard this sound, man. And it keep fucking with me. I'm like, what the hell? Who is this? Who making this sound? And I'm more than sure it's coming from her. But as I keep listening, I said, man, I know this sound ain't coming from this nigga, man. But I don't want to intrigue. I don't want to interfere on his 30 minutes. And not to say that he gonna be doing what he do for 30 minutes, because sometimes niggas don't even last 5 minutes when you get in that pussy in that penitentiary, because you've been there for so long. But in his case, I'm like, oh shit, he just got it. So I already know he can stand up for more than 30 minutes, you know. But then again, what I did know is this right here. I didn't know that the sex game had changed in society from when I got locked up. I didn't know that. See, when I got locked up, it was just straight bam, 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 bam. But nowadays, these boys come down now, they want to talk about getting their salad tossed. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck is getting your salad tossed? What is that? Never even heard of it. So I already knew it was something new. To me, it was something new because I can't see myself bending over, letting nobody lick my ass. No way, Jose. That's not going to happen. Because my thing is like this here. If you let them lick it, you might as well let them stick it. Now, not to say nothing that's wrong with somebody that's want to get out like that, but H-Dub can't do that. So anyway, back to the story, man. Back to the story of OAJ. Like I say, AJ was new. He wanted to put some work in. Set it up for him. Everything goes down perfect. Inmates go to trial. Write law in the picket. She get paid. Everything going clockwork. I'm standing outside the cell though, like I said. Sheet up over the door. But I keep hearing this damn sound. I keep hearing it. In my mind, I know it ain't playing tricks on me. I say, it's gotta be this nigga here. It's got to be him. And little did I know, guess what? I hear this nigga, it gets louder, louder, and louder. So I go up to the sheet. I said, say, bro, hold that down enough, man. I got to run. The picket is good. But damn, we can hear you all the way out here, man. And I don't think I hear him say, I would. Now tell me what that sound like to you. That sound like to you that somebody just banging, right? So I back up again. And the same sound kept coming up. But it's coming from him. I'm I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? What the hell is going on? And it came back into play. It came back into play that he was getting his salad tossed. He was getting his salad tossed, man. I didn't see it, but I heard it. I didn't see it, but I heard it. And it was over and over again, man. So now on the back end, for the first time in a 30-minute session, I heard her. He was banging for the first time. But the banging didn't last long. It was back on that situation. And it was him again, getting his salad tossed. So I said, you know what? I ain't never saw a man get his ass ate out. Today is the day that I see that. I see that for the first time today, but I didn't do it real quick. I walked the run, came back. Walked the run, came back. Because I'm saying to myself, this nigga is getting his ass ate. I mean, some people might be normal. Some people might be normal. But to me, a 15, 16-year veteran and been in this game for a long time and been setting the play up for niggas to put work in, that's fucked up to me. Because I ain't used to it. I am not used to that. So finally I made my way back down the run. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it ain't wintertime, it's summertime. So for those that's not familiar with how it's set up, it's no air conditioning. It's no air conditioning. So, but you got to remember this too, though. Shower time is the best time, especially when you got a law in the picket and she working the block. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect time. So anyway, it's summertime. And you can smell that pussy. You can smell it. You can smell it. You can smell it. And not to say that she was fucked up. It's just that it was work being put in a small cell. So you're in a small cell, man, that aroma gonna escape. So anyway, man, and shout out to AJ, man. Shout out to AJ. If you see this, you know I'm for real. You know, if you see this, you know I'm for real. And you remember the day that it happened. But the only thing that I'm gonna exclude is the person that was involved. Because I gotta stay true to the game, so I ain't gonna get that part up, man. But anyway, long story short, man, I did my pacing back up and down the run, still hearing the same sound. Lo and behold, man, when I got back to the cell, man, I said, fuck that, I'm finna look in here. I opened the cell. Not only was she eating the nigga ass, she had a finger in his ass. I said, man, what the fuck going on, man? What the fuck going on, man? he was so much in the mix, he didn't even turn around. All I seen him was doing this. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on, man? That's what the sound was. He was getting his salad tossed, and she was jugging him at the same time. Juggling him at the same time. So anyway, when it was all said and done with, she came down, she went on her way. He didn't have to go too far because he was already in the cell, right? And I moved around to let him gain his composure. But like I said, he never once looked back. She looked back, but he didn't look back. So anyway, I let him do what he do in the cell, man. You know, I went to the day room, went worked out, came back in. So I'm like, what's up, man? Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that, man. You think you can set me up something else? I said, shit, if the money right, I said, you gotta remember, man, the better they look, the price go up. So anyway, later on that night, that's why I call this shit Cellie Talk. Later on that night. But I can do this now because, for one, it's been so long ago. For two, that's just what they do. That's just what they do. I guess that's what they call super freak. So I'm assuming he was a super freak. And he didn't see nothing wrong with getting his ass ate out or getting him a good jug. Didn't know. So anyway, but y'all know I had to do one thing. I had to ask him. I said, let me ask you this, man. Not that it matters to me. Not that it matters to me, because it's your ass, not mine. So anyway, I asked him, I said, say, let me ask you this, man. I slid the sheet back, man. Looked in here. Not once did you look back at me, man. You ain't even hear me. Oh, man, you ain't looking outside. I'm telling you I did, man. I looked in there. Man, I ain't see you when you looked outside, no, because you had your eyes closed, nigga. I said, let me ask you this, man. And it's not to say that you ain't no real nigga, because you ain't no coward. You gonna fight. I'm assuming you just what they call a super freak. So anyway, the nigga give me the spiel. So I asked him, I said, man, for a minute, man, matter of fact, when it first jumped off, I'm on the outside listening, man. And the whole time, I'm thinking that's her moaning, it's you. Oh, yeah. That's just the way, that's just the way I rock it, man. I was rocking it like that before I came down here, man. It's the thing in the world nowadays as what we call getting our salad tossed. So I read back and looked at the nigga. I said, bro, listen to what you saying, man. I pull this sheet back. This lady is licking your ass and sticking your ass. I said, tell me the difference between you getting popped by a nigga and letting her lick your ass and stick your ass. Oh man, no, ain't no nigga gonna do it, ain't no nigga gonna do nothing. I said, I ain't say no nigga was gonna do nothing. I'm asking you what's the difference. It's still the same. It ain't no difference. So anyway, man, the moral of this story, man, is that that's when I first heard or learned about dudes coming to prison and they talking about this shit like it's the normal thing to do, was getting their salad tossed. Getting their salad tossed. I mean, this shit was unheard of when I was in society. But when I seen it, I'm like, damn. This nigga is the epitome of super freak. So shout out to AJ, man. Shout out to AJ, man. Shout out to AJ, man. Not only did you tell me about it, you was about it. Shout out to AJ, man. I don't know if you're still around. Don't even know if you're still living, man. But guess what? You the one first told me about the super freak status and how niggas get their salads tossed. So for any nigga out there that's watching this video and you've ever gotten your salad tossed, you're a hell of a man. And like I said, this is one-on-one with OG Hollywood and Cellie Stories, man. Out of 25 years, I got a lot of Cellie Stories, man. This is just me having a good time, man. And I hope I can bring a smile to somebody's face, man. Salute. And remember to hit that like, subscribe, and share this information, man. OG Hollywood, Cellie Stories.